Hello everybody, this is Tim from Boatshed Drop Brokers on board this 2012 Bavaria 32 for a detailed look around her cockpit and her upper deck to give you an idea of her layout, what's fitted, where it is, etc. So let's make a start. So I'm standing on the port side deck looking down into the cockpit towards the starboard quarter, as you can see, and what a lovely cockpit we have. Now, as you can see, we have a cockpit table here in its raised position, so we have two leaves that drop down to give you much better access down the sides, but I thought I'd just leave those up to give you an idea so we can sit probably 4 people around there in comfort for those cucumber sandwiches, etc. in the sun. We've got some nice cup stowages or suntan lotion stowages down here in the netting there, and we also have a nice recess in the middle there where we can keep all our extra bits and pieces that we don't want to be rolling around, and it's all fiddled as well, so that's really helpful. Now, the cockpit itself, you can see we have seating all the way down the port side, all the way down the starboard side. We have teak on the seats, we have teak on the sole as well, so looking really nice, feeling nice on our back sides, etc. We can see a window here, which is giving us light and air down into the starboard aft cabin, so that's the only aft cabin down there. And generally speaking, we can see that we've got nice high coamings here as well, and they're raked back and angled as well, which is really lovely because it feels like we're nice and deep within the cockpit, so nice and safe in those blows, but also if we want to recline and kick back and relax a little bit, those rounded edges and recesses or backs here should really help with that, which is lovely. We have port and starboard sheet winches, as you can see. We've got self-tailers there. And if I just look towards the companionway before we move around the deck, you can see what a lovely place this is to be. So this companionway, both the doors just hinge back out of the way, nice and easy, no need to take them away, no need to put them down below, no bashing about of hard objects on your lovely boat. So really lovely and easy. They just fold back out of the way, and the top folds forward. Gives you a really nice deep length there, and lovely steps inside to get down. Very, very nice and easy indeed. Either side of those, you can see we've got Lumar mast halyards, main halyards here. We've got the brakes as well, so we've got lines led aft on both sides, so really, really nice and easy. And you can see either side of the companionway as well, we've got grab rails here, which then allow us to amend to the grab rails as we go down the stairs. Great view looking forwards, lovely big windows. These are really recent as well, so they're lovely and clear, and the head height within the spray hood means you hardly have to duck down at all. I'm 5'9", only just have to sort of lower my head slightly to get under the spray hood and forwards. We've got the handle here attached to the spray hood as well, so if we're standing here we've got something to hang on to as well, and the spray hood does come a nice way back, so we've got loads and loads of protection. We've got side view as well. We've got pockets for all our bits and pieces that we don't want to run around, all those extra pieces of rope, etc. Really, really well thought out, and feeling rather special, I have to say. So let's just take a quick look here. We can see we've got a cockpit locker. If I could just open it with one hand, yes I can. There we go. The owners cunningly found some kind of contraption here which allows some ropes to be suspended in here, but underneath there we've got a lovely great big locker. If you look in the photos down there, there's room for a dinghy, there's a safety gear in there, all the extra ropes, there's room for fenders, a companionway ladder, etc. Lots of room indeed, all nice and clean and dry seemingly as well, which is lovely. So that should just snap shut. There we go. And if we just move our way to the port quarter, just looking around, we've got the shore supply incomer there, which is an attractive one. We don't see that very often. Lovely, great big chunky cleats and fair leads as well. We've got midships cleats down there as well, which we'll see as we walk around the boat. And looking at the stern, real feature of this boat, we've got the drop down transom, so that drops down, and we've got our very own lovely great big swim platform, which extends the length of the boat when we're alongside, gives us somewhere really nice and open to sit or lie on or enjoy water sports from. But of course that reduces the LOA again once the transom's brought back up, so we're not going to be charged for it in the marinas, which is great. Looking down still towards the sole, you can see that on the starboard side here we've got the bilge pump access, we've got emergency steering access here, and just below me, if I just go down a bit, you can see we've got the gas locker there as well. And looking towards the helm position, you can see we've got the lovely great big wheel with the collapsible side here as well. So we bring these in, that means we can walk past the wheel with ease through this companionway here. So if you've got the cockpit table down, we can alight or get off on and off the boat as we please, and if we're stern to, that would just be a delight. And standing at the actual helm itself, looking forwards, there's your view. So lovely view through the really clear windows there of the spray hood. Down here we have got the compass in its own cover and a smattering of Garmin instruments. There we go, GM10, whoops, the GAC10, and we've got the chart plotter underneath as well, which is lovely. And then just looking down towards the base of this unit, you can see we've got the engine tacho, hours counter, fuel tank content indicator, and the EV system with the throttle on the side. So all nice and easy within reach of the helm, which is absolutely fantastic. But let's take a trip out onto the upper deck, shall we? So I always mention about how easy it is or isn't to get out onto the upper deck from lots of yachts or in all of my tours. Very often this area is really cluttered and difficult to get over and a bit risky. You might catch your toe, your shoelaces on things, etc. But here you can see we're completely clear. You can opt to go around this area, although we're going underneath the backstay here or around the backstay, but generally speaking most people will just step over this area and straight over. So really nice and easy, nothing in the way apart from that winch, and this is textured as well like the rest of the deck, so that's fantastic. And then when we get to the side deck, really uncluttered and very nice and easy to move all the way forward. You can see we've got a wired jackstay fitted here as well, so we can clip on if we want to. And once we get from the spray hood, so we're hanging on here perhaps as we climb over, and we can convert almost immediately straight to the handrail along the starboard side of the coach roof, which finishes here, and that finishes just before the sheet rail there. So looking really nice. The coach roof itself nice and wide, plenty of room there. You can lounge about on there if you like. We've got a hatch there letting light and air down below. You can see the lines being led aft around the turn blocks from the mast base there. We've got the gas kicker, and if you just look up you can see that we have in mast furling there, which some people really rave about. And if I just hop up, it's a tiny bit of a swing inside this inside this shroud here to get around it, but you can hop up onto the coach roof if you want, or just swing around back down onto the side deck and the foredeck, and you can see nice and uncluttered room there for sitting, lots of room here for working with sails or just lounging. Nice hatch there for light and air down below, and onto the forward deck, two lovely big cleats, and we've got the anchor locker. Nice and easy to get at, there we go. Plenty of room for your chain, and the windlass underneath there too, and topped off above by the nice Furlex unit. If I can get the locker closed properly, there we go. There's a furler, nice and easy. So if I stand up and turn around, look along the length of the boat, you can see just what a beautiful shiny boat this is. She has been very well looked after, and to the untrained eye there's not a lot up here that wouldn't make you think that she was possibly a new boat. She's really that nice and tidy. So we'll return back to the cockpit via the port side. So we're just ducking under that little shroud there rather than jumping up onto the coach roof. Here's a forward view, or the forward end, looking aft of the spray hood. You can see we've got good material, plenty of life left in that. We've got the new windows in there, which give you that great view. And we'll finish off at the cockpit by saying this has been Tim from Boatshed Yachtbrokers, just taking you for a quick tour, or a tour in detail, looking at the cockpit and the upper deck of this Bavaria 32 from 2012. Thanks for watching, and you'll see lots more pictures and videos and a virtual reality tour elsewhere in our advert. Have a great day.